It all comes down to this. What's going on, diggers and diggers? Straight up metal detecting. I am Tripwire. This is the ultimate revenge for St. Jude's Children's Hospital. I am over here at a park. It's called Rotary Park, and after 20 years, 40 years of living here, I never knew the name of the park till just this morning. But anyhow, I am at this park. I've only detected it twice, and the reason why I only did it twice is because I've never found anything. Not a single penny. Nothing. Absolutely nothing in this place. Every single time I came up here the 2 times, nothing. Well, this is the ultimate revenge. This is how this hunt goes down. It's not even a hunt. It's a mission. First coin I find, I donate $10 to St. Jude Children's Hospital out of my own pocket. Every single coin after that, please let there be, is $1 per coin. And also, if I find anything tab related, as in tab Diet Cola, anything, bottle cap, a piece of broken glass, I don't care what it is, tab, I donate $100 to St. Jude's Children's Hospital out of my pocket. But the more I talk, the less we find, and we need all the time we can get. So I'm going to shut up so we can do some metal detecting. Yeah, you know what? I've never detected down this area at all. If I have to crawl through every single one of these little branches to get a penny that's sitting next to that stump, I swear to Foley, I will do it. But right now what we're going to be hitting is we're going to cheat. It's okay to cheat. It's okay to cheat today. We're going to hit the parking lot first, and we're going to see what we can find. So this is all for the kids. Let's do this. All right, let's get this crap out of the way right now. We got a mission. Yeah, it's Rush. It's the first sound, and you know over here we always got to dig the first sound, whether we like it or not. It's going to be Rush. It's going to be garbage, but let's get this out of the way so we can find coins. All right, this is just way too funny. I pulled out the pinpointer. I turned it on. It was dead. I forgot to change the battery. So fortunately, I keep a pouch with pockets, and I happen to have a spare battery on me, which is good. Take a while. Guess what I dug up? A battery. Now, if that's not ironic, I have absolutely no idea what is. Well, yes and no. We do have a surface find over here, and something tells me it's a total no. Yeah, it was ringing up in the 70s, and normally it's copper in the 70s, but this doesn't look like copper at all. I don't know what the metal is, but it is kind of cool, but it's not a coin. All right, check it out. I know it says 79, 75. Still doesn't mean it's a coin, but it is on the smaller side, so but I'm not getting my hopes up. Yeah, like I said, don't get your hopes up. Just another piece of garbage. So that's ultra crap. What we don't need. All right, I took a gamble just on this hit. It was ringing nowhere near coinage. I might be wrong. I might be totally wrong. To me, it's crusted all the heck, but it is a coin of some sort. I don't care if it's a token. I don't care if it comes from Venezuela. It's a coin. Technically, we got our revenge because I never found one coin up here ever. So I owe $10 to St. Jude's Children's Hospital just because I found this one coin. What's awesome is that we're just getting started. Very, very faint sound. But I brushed this away, and I swore I see something sitting right here. Oh, crap. I was really hoping that this was a coin. Oh, no, it's a 914. Oh, man. It's about the size of a quarter. I thought we were going to get a quarter out of this thing. Nope. All right, here we go. We got a great sound. 87, 90, maybe 91 area. 93, so that means it's either a quarter, maybe a toy car, or it could be a vape. So one way to find out. Let's see what this is. I left out option number 4. It could be a piece of garbage. So we have more scrap. I wish I could say I was surprised, but I'm not surprised. So does anybody want a used old rusty bottle cap? Nah, I didn't think so. Even I don't want it. But it is definitely going to the scrapyard for sure. Alright, the next find over here is this chunky little thing. No idea what it is, but if I had to make a guess, I would say it's part of a toy car. Yeah. I'm gonna hit this area a little bit harder because if that's part of a car, toy car, I'll be very happy if I can find more. All right. All I can tell you is that there's a lot of crap over here, but this one super loud. Downfall. The numbers are kind of iffy, but we got to do something, right? All right. I got it out of the hole. What was the find? Holy crap! Yeah, you have a big old thing right here. But keep in mind, scrapyards go by weight, and this is heavy. So, the car's right over there, so I'll be right back. Crap, 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 and double crap. Exactly what this is. And it rang up as a zinc, too, you son of a... Alright, here we go. Another piece of rust and piece section. Yeah, just don't know what it is. Not exactly sure, but there's our next find. Oh yeah, this whole area sucks. I'm really not surprised. Not surprised at all. On getting our stupid sounds like this. But we're going to go down over there. Maybe we'll have better luck. Made it down to the water. We got our first hit over here, and it's a razor blade. Still not surprised. Something tells me we're going to have as much crap down here as we did up there. Yeah, you see, I told you, I will go through all this crap just to find some coins. Too bad I'm not even finding sound. There's something down there we're going to go check out. Oh yeah, it's crap. I knew it was going to be crap. But this is the only freaking sound that I heard in the last like 20 minutes. We're just going up to these trees here. Then we're going to head back to the parking lot. So we can find some more stuff over there because we ain't finding even sound over here. Sound does not exist. All right, we're getting closer to the car. And we're still finding ultra crap. Is anybody surprised? Lord knows I am not surprised. All right, another sound over here. It's in the 70s. I'm not getting my hopes up. Not at all. Yep. All right, here's what we're going to do. I don't want this to run too long. I'm going to do 2 more on camera. So let's do the last 2. All right, second from last. There it is, 70s. Something tells me... I don't think this is a coin, but we're going to dig it anyways. Well, I had to film something, and this is definitely something. And that something is absolutely nothing. All right, yeah, we're going to end it right here. This is the last hole of the day. And let's see what we got up in the hole. Boom. Penny! Yes, we're ending it on a penny, which is awesome. So that's $11 for St. Jude Children's Hospital. I'm still going to metal detect around this area here. So if I find anything, I will turn the camera back on. But right now, it's the end complete. Ultra cool! Boom! We got a quarter over here. I'm really happy I get to walk away with a quarter. I love them. So, yep. I got a little bit more to do. If we find more coins, I'll turn the camera back on. But yeah, so we're up to $12. All right, this is the last incomplete for St. Jude's Children's Hospital. But anyhow, we're going to start off as normal. Y'all just saw me dig this one up, this big old piece of rust. Yeah, that's going to bring some money. Goes by weight. I found this the other time, and I just forgot to take it out of the car, so it's going to come in handy today. I don't know what that is. Not a clue. Looks interesting. Don't know what that is either. We got some bottle caps over here that are totally rusty. But this, on the other hand, this is interesting. It almost looks like it would be an old control panel that you would like shove in something, and then you flip that little switch that's sitting there. And then I guess it conducts electricity, maybe. I'm just thinking outside the box. That's what I think this might be. But if you guys know, please throw it in comments below. Ultra crap! Surprisingly, not a lot of ultra crap. There really isn't not a whole lot. I was expecting to dig up more. But what I dig up more was Odds and ends, a miscellaneous section. Yes, about 2 weeks ago, we dug this one up here. That's the last find of the day. We got this little black thing here. I don't know what it is. I don't know what that is neither. Get a load of this. I found that razor blade, and not too much farther later, I found this handle. I think I found almost everything but one piece, and that's the other part of the handle. But it looks like we got 2/3 of an X-Acto blade razor thingy. That doesn't happen too often. We got the Bretman thingy. We found that battery when I ran out of battery. Luckily, I had an extra battery. I don't know what this is. It's kind of interesting. I tried to research as much as possible, and there's something underneath. Let's see if we can read it here. It would help if I turned it the right way, right? All right. Tip up that upside down, this end up, whatever. Anyhow, I have no clue to what the heck that is. And just other little things over here. Bottle cap section. Yeah, we got a decent amount of bottle caps, which is very cool. It was all going to be money in the end. And we also have, boom, pull tabs. Donate pull tabs to Corey the Treasure Hunter. A different type of charity. You don't need the pull tabs. You don't need them at all, but send them over to Corey the Treasure Hunter, because he donates. All right, here we go. We got surface finds. Yes. We got this over here. I don't know what the heck it is. What is this anyways? Something from Sweden, Stockholm, Sweden. It's hairspray, I guess, or some sort of spray. I'm not sure. I'm reading and not paying attention to the camera. We got a deposit over here. I get 10 cents for that one. Also had a pull tab, so that came in handy. If you guys caught the intro to the show, I actually used the word "we are on a mission." I've never used that before in any one of my videos over the last 11 years. Well, it's kind of funny how I found a glove that just happened to have the word mission on it. Sign from above. I'll let you be a judge. Again, something really bizarre and ironic. Anyhow, I like this bottle. Even though it's a beer bottle, I believe, it's from Mexico. But I do have a little small bottle collection. And so I am going to buy this for $1. I'm going to clean it up. We'll see how it looks after I get it clean. So $1 on the bottle. Donate. We got a little squish can over here. We got whatever the heck this is. I don't know. Just some strap lying around. I clean as I go. Speedway cards. So you get rewards on that. But I never go to Speedway, so they can keep it. We do got a few pencils, but there's only 4 of them that I like. So I am going to put $1 on that. Quarter a piece. Donate. Over here, we got a couple. You don't count. You're mine. I'm drinking you. How'd you get in the shop? Anyhow, we got a Mountain Dew over here. That's 10 cents I can get for that. I found some Legos as a surface find. And Chemical X and I are Legoaholics. At least I was, but he's still into it. I'm going to put a quarter on this small piece. So, yeah, Legos. Donate. Vape cartridge. We have some little odds and ends. I don't know what these flipping things are, and I do mean flipping because it looks like they spin like a top or something. And a green crayon. We got a lot of green going on. But let's find out what Scrappy Diggs' find of the week is. Hi guys, it's me, I'm Scrappy Diggs, and you saw my upstairs bed, but I got a downstairs bed too. See, it's white, and I lay here and I watch TW make videos, and I even brought my little friend. This is Berenstein Bear, one of my toys. He's a treasure. Okay guys, I love you. We'll see you next week. I'm Scrappy Diggs. And there is Scrappy, and he does have treasure, because the other time I took him out, I think this was over on Rumble, if I'm not mistaken, he found a dog leash, which is very fitting because he is the penny-finding puppy, but he did find a leash that was sitting around there, so we're going to put $2 on the leash, because I have no idea how much leashes go for nowadays. Over, there, and donate. Boom. Anyhow, some of the other cool stuff that we found. Here's the thing. I found this big piece of lead, and I looked up what lead is going for. It's going for about $1 a pound. This is a little piece of brass on the end of whatever the heck this is. I have no idea. It's a weird thing, but I know that that's brass. So we're going to put $2 on this. So instead of taking that to the scrapyard, I can keep it with the rest of my lead. Donate. We got some little small pieces of little treasure over here. 3 earrings, and whatever this bat wing symbol is, I have no idea. But it will bring $1 to St. Jude's Children's Hospital. Donate. And we got the coinage. Yeah, well, then what are you going to do? Coins are coins, and we have them, which is awesome. So these are all going to get donated. And last but not least, the find of the week. All right, guys, hear me out. We got this piece here. I may need your help big time. Now, the second item on my bucket list is a skeleton key. I've never found a skeleton key. But on closer examination on what this is, I was like flipping it around trying to figure it out. I flipped it on its side and I'm like, is that a skeleton key lock? And if you look really deep inside over there, there's a spring. So I am guesstimating that this is a lock for a skeleton key. I don't have a skeleton key, but I actually found a lock for a skeleton key, which I think is a little bit better than a skeleton key. When are you going to find another one of these? I think that's totally awesome. Throw it in the comments below if I am wrong. Please. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Not a problem. But to me, that looks like a skeleton key. And to me, that looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. $5 for St. Jude's over on the skeleton key lock. When was the last time you saw one of these? And once again, if I am wrong, you ain't going to offend me. Throw it in the comments below. But that's what I think it is. All right. I thank you all very much for watching. This is a wrap on St. Jude's Children's Hospital 2025. Do me a favor. Like, subscribe. Keep the hunt alive. And we'll see you again next week. Y'all take care. Oh, we might not see you next week because it's cold and Tripwire stays indoors. Hey, like, subscribe. Keep the hunt alive. We'll see you next week, maybe. Later.